You know what I did for like the first time in probably like 8 months? I tweeted that I was actually live. Not that anyone follows. I don't say anything on Twitter, like hardly ever. Like it's pretty rare. I have spurts. Like it kind of comes in waves when I feel like tweeting, and it's usually like the most like whatever shit. And I mostly just like things on Twitter, and that's about it. So I don't expect really anyone to see it, but I threw it out there because why not? I've been very ranty. I was like, wait, main story, what do we do? As much as I immediately want to jump into the dungeon, the like 4-part dungeon thing, I think I'd like to at least, because I feel like we're gonna get Flynn. I'd like to get Flynn back in the party because I assume he's gonna rejoin the party before we go to Tarkaron. So I think doing the story up to Tarkaron would be good.
We'll wait here until you return.
Which I feel like we just have like probably 20 minutes of cutscenes.
Yes, thank you.
And then we'll be ready to storm Tarkaron. Unless something else comes out. It's like, we ought to come up with a thing.
That Nat sure is a man of understanding.
Although I have no idea where we would go.
We got his approval really fast.
He's seen the world change before his very eyes. He doesn't have an ounce of suspicion when it comes to others.
I wonder if the Union and the Palestrale can get along.
Of course they can. They're of the same guild after all.
That's right. Now is the time to put their differences aside and join forces. They'll have to get along.
Aye, quarreling only aids you in understanding one another and forges true friendships.
When I think about it, I think the two best party members to do like the arena is Patty and Flynn.
We'll be their bridge over troubled waters.
Primarily because they have a way to heal themselves. Flynn is a little more reliable because he has first aid, but is like a melee fighter. Like you could have like a Stell. That's it, I think. I think the only people who can heal themselves are Yuri, Estelle, Flynn, and Patty. I don't think Raven can love shot himself. And Carol's 8 smash doesn't affect him. And just having the ability to have that longevity in there is good, because then you can technically fight forever. Whereas the other 4... 5? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Counting Raven. I wasn't counting Raven. The other 5 can't fight forever.
You're right.
So, I feel like I'd end up winning with either Patty or Flynn. The easiest? Patty's is RNG, because she's all RNG-y. It really depends on how long the cast time for Flynn's first aid would be. Because there is a cast time for Little Big Chef. But it also does damage. But like if you're just surrounded, you can get stunned on that really easily before the actual food effect happens. Whereas first aid has no RNG and like it's guaranteed to heal. I mean, if you like put skills on where it's like that's basically an instant cast, or like as instant as you can go, I feel like you're good to go. Right. This poison bottle. I used so many bottles. I didn't realize I had a fight with like a shit ton of seals, and then I had a whole bunch of stone and poison shit. I ended up using a lot of cure bottles. Ooh, Chris Naga. I feel like I needed a few of these. Instant. I feel like this is the place where you can buy like a lot of like base weapons for synthesis. Oh yeah, Taka Mikazuchi. I'm gonna buy 2 of those right now because I know No, I have to do this equipped. But I know. Also now, I'm spending a good chunk of money. Every time I'm like, oh, I have money for the spa. And then I come and then I go to a shop. And I'm like, no, I don't have money for a spa. I'm pretty sure it's 300,000. I keep spending... I mean, I have enough money for what I need, but I don't have enough money for what I need plus a spa. God, why are spas expensive? I've never been to a spa in real life. I want to go to a spa in real life. Maybe. Part of me feels like it'd be a waste of time because I probably wouldn't care. Although, except for a massage. A massage is pretty good. Maybe I should get a massage. Although, if I did get a massage, they would spend the entire hour, like, on my upper back. Because it is always mega tense. Like, mega tense. I don't even know if I could describe how tense it is. I'm making it. He may come with it equipped. I don't fucking know. I'm making it anyway. Again, this is a Flynn thing. I'm making it. You have that equipped. All this tension. Oh yeah, the combo one. Why do I feel like I made this already, but I don't have one? Maybe I just looked at the skills. Because I do remember looking at those skills. That equipped. Tortilla, have that equipped. This seems like an old armor. Like a very old armor. Yeah, I don't have one. I will have one of everything. Someday. Maybe never. I don't know if I'll actually grind it out. Although, I've been more amenable to the grind lately. Not that it's particularly good for the stream or anything. Sometimes I think I need to think about that more. Prevent all physical ailments. Fuck yeah. Yeah, sometimes I think I need to think about that more. But I also don't know what I would do. Because it's like, you gotta like be like more unique or whatever. Or like have some sort of specific draw. Whereas I'm just like, I'm just me. The draw is me. Which is probably not a good thing. Now I'm thinking about Flynn. Wait, have I had this weapon before? Because he has all these skills. Maybe they exist somewhere else? I don't have one, so I'm getting it. Oh, it's because I made a higher Crimson Axe. It's like, I've learned all the things. Carol has not touched this weapon yet. I have one of these. Disequipped. Haven't touched that yet. Can't make another one. But yeah, if I was gonna try and like do something more quote-unquote unique, I have no idea what I would do at this point. I feel like if I tried too hard, I would no longer be me. I'd have to like pretend to be something I'm not. And that's something I would straight up will not do. Just straight up. I would get burnt out eventually if I tried. Even if I managed to like, yeah, no, I would also just hate it as well. Alright, she has her sword whip. The only thing I can think of would be me would be music streams. But that would involve going hard on the music direction again. Which I do want to do. But I need to earn some money so I can get like a better setup that I actually enjoy using. Because like if I don't enjoy the setup I'm using, I find it hard to like actually do it. Because right now I have a keyboard, I have a piano. That's hooked to my PC. Well, it's my Mac, but you know, whatever. And like it works fine, but it's like it's not full size. As somebody plays piano, like if I'm just like playing around, like maybe trying to like write a bit of a melody or whatever, it works great. But in terms of like playing, this is not what I wanted, but whatever. Just trying to, because I have 4. Whatever. I got a pack of. Wait. I misunderstood. I thought this variety pack had 4 different beers, and I think it only has 3. Alright, never mind. They're all good, though. So, like, if I'm just trying to, like, write, like, a little melody or whatever the fuck. It works well, but as someone who plays piano, and I have an acoustic in the house, which needs, you know, needs tuning and all, and like actual maintenance, which I've not done. What is double appeal? What is bark? I can't see. Won't let me. Oh, I can look at here. Occasionally cancel all enemy and ally actions with taunt. Huh. Taunt consecutively to fail over them engage more quickly. Yeah. Maybe I should try taunting for once. How long does it take to taunt? That's the real question. I've already done the blast, so there you go. Why do you need Takami Kazuchis? There's like 6 of them. Alright, you've learned the regular one. But yeah, so it's not full size, and that you wouldn't, like, it's missing 1 octave on the bottom and the top. And you think, well, you have 6 out of the 8 octaves. Like, what difference does it make? I'm like, that's actually been asked of me. So, like, does it really matter? Like, so what? And I'm just like, you don't understand how shitty it feels to be playing a song and, like, even if it's only, like, a couple of notes that, like, you gotta hit it and the keyboard just ends and there's nothing to hit and you just have to listen to silence. It's shockingly demoralizing. And I feel like anyone who doesn't play, like, piano doesn't fully understand why. Because some people are like, well, just play the octave down or whatever. Or, like, it's electronics, so you can transpose it. I'm like, yeah, but if I transpose it up an octave, say, then I'm missing the low notes. And if I transpose it, and if it's, like, the opposite, like, no matter what, like, there's plenty of songs where it just doesn't 100% fit. It'll be missing... Some will be missing a lot, because if it's like a classical thing, it could be all over the fucking place. A lot of the times it ends up being a bass note, and anyone who knows anything about music, you need that fucking bass note. If you take out a bass note of any song, it sounds wrong. Straight up, it sounds wrong. And it's really demoralizing to try and play a song and there are just notes that you literally can't play because it literally physically doesn't exist on the instrument that you're using. She's not learning anything. And so that's part of the reason why I don't use it. And I want to replace it with like a full-size one. Also, it doesn't have weighted keys. And as someone who plays piano, I prefer the feel of like a real piano with like actual weight behind it. Because the keys are just like spring-loaded. And it's like the weight of my finger pushes it down. And it's just like... the tactile sensation of it is unsatisfying compared to the real thing. So I want a weighted one. But I want one. I actually had an electric piano. I ended up selling it to an old roommate because I was never using it because it didn't quite fit my purposes. There's a type of like electronics out there that like that fits my purposes. I just have to like save money to buy it. I haven't bothered to do it, but I feel like if I had that, I'd probably start doing some music streams. That's my point. 'Cause the only unique thing I can think of is like, for me, that where I still feel like me is doing a music stream. And I could do like a combo. I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I don't know. I feel like I'd have to start a new channel for it. Instead of like trying to double up on this one. And it's like, because it's like, if I get fans of, like, you can get fans of one and not the other. So I have fans at all. I guess followers of one of the, followers is a better word. You can get followers of one or the other. That wouldn't necessarily overlap. Oh, I came here to talk to people. I immediately went to the shop and I was like, okay, let's go. So I'd probably have to do like a second channel, but it's like, it's not like my first channel is particularly big, so maybe they'd work in tandem. I could link them to each other, and like if anyone wants to follow the music stuff, they can follow the music stuff. If they want to follow me playing games, they can follow me playing games. I don't know. I've had one idea for like a music YouTube channel, which I haven't tried. I should probably try searching for it to see if it's a thing first. But if I can't find it, I should definitely do it. Because I think it could be wildly popular. And that also requires me getting like a good electric piano setup as well. So that's kind of like number one on my like to-do list money-wise. Is to, get the tool I want. I thought I would have to go up here. He wouldn't be in like the arena proper, would he? Assumed we're going to like talk to Nats some more. Welcome to the Coliseum where a new tournament is about to commence. What? Okay, this is not story related. Tag team, fuck yeah. Infinite melee, combatants always fought solo. Infinite melee, what? Maybe there's an infinite. If you beat 100, there's then an infinite, which I never bothered. We'll do this later. We'll do all the Coliseums later. Like when I'm ready to enter Tarkon, I think I'll do I'll do all this shit. Wait, where do I? For a second, I thought talking to that attendant was like the way that progressed the story. I'm like, how random is it? You have to talk to the left attendant. Well, that was something else. Now I'm confused. Synopsis. Oh, was that it? Now I just got a Dongrest. I guess they did say the meeting was gonna be at that new place. I thought I was like coming here. We had like a little thing, and then we're gonna like talk some more. And then I would move on to Dongrest. I guess just move on to Dongrest now. I may be a light drunk now. Just saying. I haven't had any beers for a while because I was trying to save money. But I may not have to worry about that. I'm also in a position of power, which doesn't happen often. So, okay, so today was a great day. I don't know if I mentioned this already. Today was a great day. I think I started the explanation, but didn't finish. Got a haircut. Which, it feels good. It feels mentally good. To have a thing in your brain, you're like, oh yeah, like it can be as simple as a haircut. It's like, oh god, I need to get a haircut. And then, like, basically every day you look in the mirror. Not go out of your way to look in the mirror, but every day you end up looking in your mirror at some point. Whether you're brushing your teeth or like wash your hands, you just see yourself. Or I have a mirror. I have like a mirror closet door. So there's a mirror right here, and so like I see that every day. See my ugly face every day, and I'm like, man, I really need that haircut. And like, whatever, the hair's longer. I don't care, but I was like, probably it's longer than I want it to be, so I should get it cut. Blah blah blah. I don't know why I'm going to the prison. Story's not in the prison. I mean, at least not right now. But it feels mentally good to just like finally go, get it done, and then you don't have to think about it. It's just the fact that you don't have any like.
So are you telling me to go all the way out to the countryside?
Yes. You don't have any like emotions attached to it really. It's just a thought in the back of your mind. Oh, I need to go do this. It doesn't stress you out. It's not giving you anxiety or anything. It's just, oh, you need to go do it. And it's just like, it's like literal trash. It's brain trash is what it is. It's literal brain trash. And so when you finally do it, it's like you're taking out the trash in your brain that just like frees up. Now I don't have, now, it's like now I'm not looking or thinking every day. It's like, oh yeah, I gotta get my hair cut. Oh yeah, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Or maybe the next day. Or maybe I'll call. Maybe I'll make an appointment or whatever. You know, at some point, I'll get my hair cut, yeah. Oh yeah, it's getting longer. Yeah, I do need to get that haircut, yeah. I don't actually want my hair to be this long, so, I should go get a cut. Or maybe I'll just, like, I don't know. Tomorrow, I guess. And then you just do that every day. Next day. And it's like you go through the same thought process. And it just fills up your brain. And then when you finally do it, bam, it's gone. Now you have open brain space for whatever else.
I wonder if this place is any good.
And honestly, it just feels good to just get shit done.
This place is no good, and Zaphius won't work either.
We gotta make these things fair for everyone.
This is something important. For the Empire and for the guilds.
Yeah.
I'm
talking about me right now, game.
Messenger.
I don't want to leave Dawngrass at a time like this.
I don't know, I think that's a relatable thing.
It's up to you, Harry.
All right. I guess I'll be going.
I think it's a relatable thing.
What? This is important. You're just gonna decide like that?
It's all right. I'm not going to question Harry's decision back there.
That settles it. We'll be back at the Little Prince's earliest convenience.
Okay.
Let's go back to where Flynn and the others are. Maybe they've made some progress.
Yeah, let's head back first.
The Dawn's absence is still hanging heavily.
I really
here.
want to build my own town.
The atmosphere is a bit off, I think.
Yeah, I guess so. But still, they're not doing half bad.
You think so?
Sure, they may not show it much though. These guys prefer keeping their distance.
Stand firm, don't fight, watch out for each other, help each other out. Not too close, not too far. I'd say they're doing just fine.
So they don't just simply get along. Men are so complicated.
Their hearts are like labyrinths.
Men aren't the only ones.
Yeah. Everyone's heart is a labyrinth when you think about it. Men especially. There are some men that I just don't. I guess that applies to everyone, but I encountered a man today where I was like, the type of man that you are baffles me. I can't even imagine myself ever getting along with you in any way. And it was one of those like dude, bro, I pounded that pussy last night kind of dudes. And I was just like, but also he may have been drunk at like, this is okay. So immediately after my haircut, skip
You
first.
gotta hand it to Palestrale. They're tough.
Yes, the Colosseum is as busy as it ever was.
Bellius had a lot of power, but Palestrale didn't rely on her. That's way different from the Union.
The people living here haven't changed either. This is the city Bellius made.
They're doing all they can to live their lives. Maybe that's what defines this town, and Palestrale.
The world can change all it wants. Nordopolico will be okay.
Yes, it will.
So immediately after my haircut. Also, that was a little bit confusing considering we're in Dawngrest and they're talking about Nordopolica. But anyways, immediately afterwards, I was just walking home. Well, I grabbed a bit of groceries and I walked home. And there was a guy and like another guy. And based on what they said, I could tell they were probably roommates or something. And they were off-putting, I think, in general, because they were just like obnoxious and loud, like as if they were drunk. But it was also like 11:30, like a.m. Like it was like it was before noon, so I was like, I think they're drunk. And when I ended up passing them, and they didn't like walk like they were drunk or anything. So I think that's just the way they were. And the one guy in particular just started going off about that pussy he went to town on the night before. And like he's like, did you hear me slapping her ass? And like telling to his roommate, he's like, yeah, no, I heard that a few times. It was and he was just like going off on it.
Already built this much?
Man, they built a lot in 10 minutes. It was probably like 25. I've been renting a lot. But then they were like, and then he just like, he eventually like, he was like talking about it. And like, I was ahead of him, but I was like just ahead of him. So like, I basically heard everything. And I was like, this is the type of person I just fundamentally don't understand. I've never understood that type of person where they like brag about their sexual conquest the night before or recently. I'm like, the people I know just like wouldn't, one, they wouldn't care, and two, there's a good subset of the people I know that I find that very inappropriate. But it's mostly that they just like, they don't care. Like, yeah, cool. Of course, a lot of people I know are married, and so I imagine a lot of the guys I know that are married smash that pussy a lot. Like, because they're married. Therefore, I assume they have a healthy sex life, especially the ones that are becoming parents. You don't become a parent if you didn't have a healthy sex life, just saying. But then he ended up settling, and he kept repeating this. For some reason, he kept repeating this. He's like, I'll smash your mama. He kept saying that over and over, and then laughing every time he said it. And he just repeated it like every like 8 seconds or something like that. And I was like, this is weird. This like, that's the, like, and like the fact that he was like really loud and like really laughy. I think it was what like generally off-putting to, I think, to like most people. I'm inferring on most people that was like nearby, because like no one was trying to like stick pace with them or anything.
I can't believe the city's come this far so quickly.
But it was so weird, and it's been so long since I've encountered anyone like that.
It doesn't look like they used magic. Look.
And I just don't know, like if I was to be put into a room with a person like that, and I had to like make small talk, I literally wouldn't know what to say or how to have a conversation with this type of person.
Looks like they burned themselves out.
Looks like the Knights put up a fight too.
I guess this is what people do when they work together.
In the moment of truth, people manifest amazing strength, just like fish caught on a line.
Yeah, this just goes to show you people always manage somehow.
It was so weird. I couldn't, if I had to live with a roommate like that, I would be really fucking annoyed, and I would look for my own place very quickly. like very quickly.
Hats off to you.
How are things on your end, Yuri?
We talked to them.
Like, there's a big difference between, like, a roommate having loud sex and, like, them, like, talking and bragging about it. Because I bet you he does that constantly. This guy probably does it constantly. Like, every guy, and it's always, like, I'm sure he only says it to the guys. It's guy talk. Even though he's saying it very loudly in public. There were, like, I remember there were small children. There was a family of, there was like a father and, like, his 3, like, fairly young children. Really close by. And I'm sure the children weren't listening, paying attention, but the father was like, yeah, let's walk faster so I don't have to subject my children to this shit.
We also told them that we'd talk to His Majesty when we could.
That's the other thing. Like, he was saying this very loudly in public. Like, very loudly. Like, as if, like, as loud as you would yell in, like a club. Like, he was very loud.
Okay, I talked to His Majesty, and it looks like he'll come. He's coming by ship now.
He's taking the slow route. I'll take Baul to pick him up. Harry and Nats, too.
I just can't fathom the brain chemistry that causes this. Like,
really? Won't Baul get angry?
There's no time, right? Baul understands that, too.
That would be a great help. There's no time left.
So the leaders of the world will finally come together.
Now we just have to see if they understand what we're doing.
And if the diplomatic approach doesn't work, there's always fisticuffs.
Yeah. Go, Patty. Go,
These
Patty,
people
go.
have gone through so much to get here. I just know they'll understand.
Yeah.
Spirits. Adefagos. Duke.
I really hope some of the characters in this are just massively confused. Because hearing all this shit, if I had to hear the plot of Tales of Vesperia basically all at once of what was really happening, I would be massively confused. I could understand, like, the core of it, but it's mostly, like, the names and the implications and all the relations and how everything fits together. Like, the nitty-gritties, that takes time.
Turn all the world's cores into spirits.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe my brain is, like, slowly... Maybe my brain is declining in my age. Or from lack of use.
It's an extraordinary story.
Yes, it is.
I know it's hard to believe, but that's the reality we're up against.
No more Blastia, no more barriers? There would be so much chaos.
If we don't do it, then we're all gone, either by Duke or the Adefagos.
There may be no choice, but do you really think people will listen?
What I'm still curious about is Duke his actual name, or is it a title?
I don't think anyone hopes for a future of destruction.
I feel like it's probably just his name.
We can keep moving forward, even if it's hard.
I could be wrong, though.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this.
The Empire's duty is to prevent confusion and guide people to the future. Now is the time to reign for the people.
We'll have our hands full.
Making new things that will serve for Blastia. Oh, there's business to be done.
We have to think of a way to fight off the monsters without the barriers.
The Mercenary Guild and Hunting Blades won't be enough.
What about combining the Reformed Knights with the guilds?
Sounds interesting, but I don't know if it'll go smoothly.
You know what we need in real life? You know what we need? We need an Adefagos. If we had, so like there's like that romantic idea, like
you're not going
like,
to stay until the end?
There's alien invasion movies, and it's like the whole world unites to defeat the enemy. That legit would happen. It may, knowing how things go, it would only be temporary, because it's like if we survive, eventually we'll start fighting each other again. But like at least a temporary like banding together. We need an Adefagos. That's what we need. The world needs an Adefagos.
That's not our job.
Yeah, that's stuff for the important people to work out.
I think it'd be nice if we could just like not be shitty to each other, at least for a while. Like, can we just chill? Can the world just chill? Like we had to chill because of a pandemic, somewhat. But it's not like the fighting slowed down. We just had new reasons to fight each other.
Somehow I think people will have a harder time than they're thinking. It's their job to get ready for that. Our job.
We have to crush the Autophagos and stop Duke.
I don't know, it's probably impossible. With a population as large as ours, it's probably impossible.
Aye, we've got to sail the course we've plotted.
I see.
Sorry, we left all the dirty work to you.
There's too many things to have opinions about. There's too many opinions to have. I literally just repeated myself. It's just too much. I don't know.
That's my line.
The only world peace would be a hive mind where everyone agrees about like major shit, and you can still argue. I don't care about arguing about small shit. Argue about small shit all you want. But like for major shit, it's just like the only thing that works is like an empirical hive mind. Because I don't know. Because even if you did achieve this world peace, eventually, like, the world peace that's in place only works for those that believe the beliefs of those in charge that are enforcing the world peace. And eventually you have a rebellion because people are like, well, I have different opinions, I have different thoughts, I don't want to... This thing I think is immoral, but this is what everyone else thinks is moral. It's all gray and complicated. This is why we drink. I think despair and nihilism isn't at an all-time high in the world.
We always leave the hardest part to you all. I apologize.
Maybe not nihilism. Despair, yes.
All right, we got work to do.
But how are we supposed to access all the world's cores?
I think I know a way. There was something in the research Alexei and Barbos did. Some note about creating a network of Blastia.
Really? Where's that note?
I brought it with my personal things.
They're gonna create the internet and then use it to destroy the internet.
Hey, wait! You can't just go looking at people's stuff.
Oh my god, I love it.
Oh. I'm going too.
They just took off.
Brave Vesperia is as lively, no, as rowdy as ever.
That's just how we are.
Looks like there's a tiny bit of hope.
Yes, it does. I'm sure she'll find an answer if she's that worked up.
Let's just hang out until she does.
Man, I don't think I've had a friend group that was just like understanding of other people. Like within the group of other people's needs, there's always like, nah, that shit drives me nuts, fuck you, kind of attitude. Can I build a town? I really want to build a town, because holy shit, I love town building. And the thing is, like, there's like, say, city skylines or whatever, like, you build a town, there's Banished. I remember Banished. I thought about replaying that recently, where it's like, colony survival. Like, there's like plenty of colony games. And like town building games, there's like chill ones, survival ones. There's a whole bunch of them, right? But there's something about town building in a game that's not specifically about town building, and in particular JRPGs, that I just fucking love it. And I don't know why. I've mentioned this before, it's the only thing that really got me through Ni no Kuni 2.
Yuri, do you have a minute?
If that didn't have a kingdom building component, I would have struggled to finish that game.
Yeah, sure, what's up?
Not here. I'll be waiting at the entrance.
Okay, people can say whatever they want. But because, like, they're shipping all over the place in this game that I've heard in particular. I am convinced, if not in the writing team for the original Japanese, or the localization team, there were some gay people involved. Because the relationship and the way it's expressed between Flynn and Yuri yes, it's all like completely platonic. Yes, it's all like about like their main issues between like law and justice and all that crap. But like the way it's presented, it's very gay. Okay, it's very relationship, but it's like they act like exes. They approach each other to have conversations like exes. They have deep, like, emotional, soul-bearing conversations like exes because they had that, like, falling out. And, like, I don't think I've only ever had, like, a couple falling outs in my life. I've never made up with them. But if I ever did, it would not play out the way it, or at least the way I imagine it in my head. It wouldn't play out the way it does in this game. Like, they're constantly going out of their way to have private conversations. Like, they want to be, they're like, it's just like, we need to talk. I'll meet you out by the lake. I'll meet you out by the entrance. It needs to be private between the two of us. Even if it doesn't necessarily have to be. Like, I am convinced gay people were involved in the development of either the writing of these two or the localization of these two. Period. And on that note, the beer is hitting my bladder again, so I'll be right back. Okay. Decided I need to slow down a bit. Because the ranting, when the ranting becomes too long, is when I need to chill. 100? Oh, there's only two of us. The whole party was with us. I'd probably do it. Another shop. New synthesis? Not that I remember what was on the old list. I still don't know if I have to actually, like, look at the details for these. I just feel like I do, so I always do. I probably don't, honestly. Probably just have to look at the list. Maybe I don't even have to look at the list. Which reminds me, I need to make some treats. Which means I need to grind some medicinal herbs. Which, these are expensive as shit. Hold on. I mean, these are good skills. 370 higher than what he's currently using. That's a lot. That's probably what, 1300 attack, I assume? I knew there'd be some expensive. Holy 52,000? Fuck off. Alright. Fuck me in that dream of going to a spa at some point. Oh my god. Do I have anything to sell? I definitely have some materials to sell, I'm sure, but not enough to buy all these weapons. Especially since I say, you know, I want 10 of everything at all times. I will go through this, though. And they only sell for 100 each, is the thing. They don't have, like, variable prices for their drops. That must be, like... I've always wondered, because you have certain games where, like, the majority of the money that you make will come from drops, as opposed to actual just guild money, any money. I thought of guild because I was thinking of Final Fantasy 12. Because, like, when you think about it, like, the majority of creatures you defeat, they wouldn't have money on them. Like, why would they have money on them? Like, and I remember that was a thing in Final Fantasy 12 where only, like, human enemies would actually have money on them and everything else would just have drops. And so the majority of your money would come from selling all these drops of materials that you get from enemies. And a lot of games that do that, they have all these individual, like, prices for everything. Ooh. It's been so long since I got new. Aside from that one recipe that appeared out of nowhere, which I guess we learned on our own, I just feel like we would have had we probably did have a notification and just didn't notice. It's probably like a post-battle, like, you learned this recipe, and I was just like, bam, 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 go. I hate crepes. I don't know what it is, okay? And people have argued against me on this. And granted, you don't want to do this, but like a crepe on its own tastes like shit. And the shittiness of a crepe, the crepe itself tastes like shit. The way you're supposed to make a crepe. And people go, well, it doesn't taste like anything. I'm like, no, it does, and it tastes bad. As opposed to a pancake. And they go, well, crepes and pancakes taste the same. I'm like, they do not taste the same. If you think they taste the same, you're eating really shitty pancakes. I'm very opinionated on this subject. There's something about a crepe that I find gross. Like, the taste of a crepe is gross. And it's the crepe itself. It's the doughy crepe itself. And so it doesn't matter what you put in it. I always taste the wrapping of the crepe itself in addition to what you put in it. And I just don't want that crepe flavor there. I think it's bad. It tastes bad. And so, thus, I hate crepes. And people think I'm insane. They just like look at me like a crepe doesn't taste like anything. You know what? It's the same people that say water doesn't taste like anything. Water of its nature, pure water tastes like nothing. Yes. Granted, we don't ever drink pure water, and that's the point. We don't ever drink pure water. When water has a different flavor, and we're tasting whatever like minerals and shit are in the water. And that can vary wherever you're in the world. It varies from house to house. Because the house I lived in before the one I live in now, the tap water in my city is pretty good. So you can just drink the tap water and not have to filter it, and it's fine. As opposed to some larger cities. And in the old house we lived in, the tap water tasted good. So I was like, I'll just drink tap water. The tap water in my current house tastes like fucking shit. And so I filter it before I drink it. And these are the same people that go, water doesn't have different flavor. You can't just like drink different tap water. It all tastes the same. I'm like, no, it doesn't. It tastes fucking different. It tastes fucking different. And you know what? Crepes and pancakes taste fucking different. And I hate crepes. So fuck this crepe. What does it do? Well, fuck this crepe recipe. What does it do? Moderate TP, I will make a lot of crepes. But I will never eat this crepe. I'll make it for the party. I will never eat it myself.
You ready?
You ready? See what I mean? Like, are you ready for this conversation? We're probably gonna fight, but are you ready for this conversation? Leave off alone. They are exes. They are exes. I feel like canonically they're exes.
Gonna tell me why you're so serious?
Are you just gonna go like this?
Huh?
They're a couple. They're a couple. They're exes. You can't convince me otherwise. No one can ever Sareyu. No one can ever convince me otherwise.
The people who command the entire world are gathered here. Now's the time to tell them all you've done.
Oh my god.
Not this again.
Half of my achievements, or more, are really yours.
Are you ready? Not this again. We need to talk in private. They're exes. Fuck off any other interpretation.
So what? It doesn't matter who did them.
It does. Why do you always choose the option that's bad for you?
Is it? Or is it bad for you, Flynn?
Why do you try to bear everything by yourself?
I'm in a good mood, Sareyu, just so you know. And thus I've been drinking, just so you know. So I've been ranting for I've been ranting to ostensibly no one. I've had one viewer this whole time, so for them, for my rant, but I've been ranting non-stop for 2 hours.
Do you think I can't take the burden?
You're carrying what I can't. I know I can do what I want only because someone's watching out for me.
But... Forget it. I can't explain. I'll just yell at you again.
I'm feeling less like shit. Second shot almost bothered me as much as the first. Oh, shit. I've actually been really concerned about that. I'm getting my second shot on Wednesday. And the first shot, I didn't really feel anything. It was just a sore arm. But I have heard that the second shot is always a little bit worse than the first one. for the new mRNA ones.
In that case,
so I'm legit a little bit nervous.
this.
I'm anticipating feeling like shit like Wednesday night and all day Thursday. I may feel nothing other than a sore arm, but I'm still a little bit nervous about it.
Yuri, you're not gonna beat me in an argument. You know what you can beat me in. This.
Yeah, you're right. Just like always. Everything I feel is in this sword.
Is it? Good. Is that a euphemism?
Come on!
This was in the anime intro, so... This showdown was inevitably to happen. 62, goddamn. I may die. I may have to use like an all divide. Oh my god!
Keep getting better.
The cutscene was like, yeah, I'm better at fighting than you are. I was like, are you?
You do too.
I think he is.
Guess life has taught us both a few things.
How many years has it been since we fought like this?
We fought in the Coliseum. You forget already?
Of course not. Just, you know, a lot of stuff has happened.
What? He just tiger bladed out of my
different.
thing.
Yeah. It feels different for me too.
I wonder what it is.
Does it matter? I am so gonna kick your ass.
What did I think about Patty's story? I went on a huge rant about it. You missed it. You missed out.
It's on now. And another
I actually think I recall you saying. I think I said the same thing you did. I like when I was saying it, I was like, this feels familiar. I think Soraya said something similar. I don't buy it. Like straight up. I don't buy the way the actual like the full. I had to come up with like other things. I had to come up with like reasons to like make it make sense to me, because like I was right, and like they made it pretty obvious that like, yes, she is Ifrit. Yes, great. But as of right now, maybe there's a few more skits that'll explain it in more detail. But as of right now, I don't buy, and I think you remember hearing you say the same thing, I don't buy her age in the story. And then I had to, like, I literally tabbed out. If you go back in the VOD, you'll see it. I tabbed out, and I went to go Google, because I was like, when did the Guild Union do that thing where they, like, wrote the oath in the sewer when they were, I was like, when did this happen? Like, when did this happen? Because supposedly Ifrit wrote this. Now, that could have been Cypher who actually wrote this, because people thought Cypher was Ifrit. However, Cypher would still have been in service of Ifrit / Patty, and it's just like, was she 6? Like, I don't buy the age. I don't buy her age. It would have made. I've been drinking, by the way. It would have made more sense if she was reincarnated into a new body, because we still don't really know what happened at the Black Hope massacre. It was barely mentioned. It was mentioned that it was a thing. It was like, oh, the Black Hope massacre happened. Oh, what happened? Oh, we don't know. We don't know the details really. That's all we know. That's still all I fucking know. I don't really know the exact details. The best I can figure is that they all got cursed and turned into monsters, and they had to be put down. That's it. Okay, great. Was Ifrit a tiny little 6-year-old girl at the time, or did she get reincarnated into a new body, which makes more fucking sense? And as far as I can tell, I think the oath happened after the Great War, and the Great War was only 10 years ago. That was the assumption I went to. Feel free to correct me. But as far as I can tell, the oath of the guilds and their union happened within the last 10 years. Fucking hell, am I expected to win this? Or is this like a scripted fight where I can lose? Well, that's no good. I am going to... I have 15 lemon bottles, so I'm going to be invincible!
You're dead!
but like, I can totally buy that. Yeah, she's Ivory. And one of my headcanons is that Cypher secretly wanted to become Ivory and like take over the legend of Ivory because he was like he was like the public face, and so a lot of people, I guess, thought he was Ivory, and thus Ivory was a man, hence the confusion behind the whole gender reveal. Oh yeah, isn't it crazy? I'm Ivory. Ivory's actually a woman. Isn't that crazy? Like I'm not surprised she's Ivory. They foreshadowed that enough. It's just them just saying, oh yeah, I'm just Ivory. And there's nothing else behind it. It's not she's in a new body. It's not anything else. And I'm like, Cypher gave Patty the Amrita. I don't know what the Amrita is yet. I think you just spoiled everything for him. You know what? That's fine. I don't care. Cypher gave Patty the Amrita to protect her because he knew it would turn her into a child, and he took the role of Ivory to take the blame and shield her. Which makes me think there was a little something between those two. Yeah, that information has not been conveyed to me at all yet. The Amrita itself has not been mentioned at all. But you know what? It makes me feel better. That straight up makes me feel better. I don't mind. That's fine. I've been ranting about it for a while. Because as of right now, the story's really bad. I'd rather that be she got like put into a new body. Because that makes a lot more sense. Did he just heal like 5,000 from that? No, I didn't want to do it. Oh, it's backstepping. Okay, Mike. Stop it, mouse. I'm gonna take over fucking PC Master Race on my own equipment.
For you. No good. I'll blow you away. Guardian field.
Stop it. You heal like 7,000 every time you do that. Oh, I don't have Magic Guard on, I don't think. Stop healing. He's healing more than I can hurt him. I wish I could enter a guard quicker after an attack. That's the thing that fucks me more than anything else. I'm dead. Not a bad story. I feel like it's a bit lost in translation. I'm curious what the story is like in Japanese. Yeah, it's not presented the best. Oh, it was allowed to lose. It's probably an achievement to win.
You never go easy on me.
I told you. Everything I feel. You've gotten better, Yuri.
They're exes. No one can convince me otherwise. They're exes.
You too. You would have beaten me easy if you were still like when we were kids.
Didn't we swear on our swords when we were kids? We would fight to make people smile.
Yeah. Even if we follow different paths.
Even if we bear different burdens.
Even if people praised us or hated us.
The knights and the guilds won't change, right?
There are places in each of us the other can't reach.
That's why we're not alone.
What I mentioned a few weeks ago that bothered me, Dom Whitehorse knew Ifrid. Could have been implied he knew who thought was Ifrid, which was actually Cypher, but then he mentions how much Patty's suspecting the image of Ifrid, so do you know who was Ifrid? Then he'd probably know she didn't have grandchildren. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. That doesn't bother me for some reason, though. Like that was one of the foreshadowing clues that Patty is actually Ifrid. That was probably the first one. Saying you're the spitting image of Ifrid, and it's like, oh, it just reinforces grandchild, or you are Ifrid. But yeah. I'm sure there was an achievement for winning that fight. Although he was healing more than I could hurt him, so maybe I can only do that on a... No, I probably could have done it if I did an all divide or something. Although, does that nerf heals as well? He used a lot of gels on that.
It'll work.
I was expecting to have to win.
Connect the spirits directly with the core and excite it. Converge the generated power onto Vesperia #1 through the 4 spirits, and then use it against the Autophagos.
I was the one to find this method.
Synchronize this device with the barrier Blastia placed around the world, and then use it to interfere with the surrounding Blastia.
Like, I don't think it's unreasonable to not know that a pirate queen has a daughter or granddaughter somewhere. Which I assume that's what Ifrid was, a pirate queen. I was describing her as a pirate princess before you told me about the Aunt Rita.
Huh?
She ain't okay, lol, like she's a 240 or 50. Stop
that
it.
speech was as sinuous as an octopus's legs. Carol
Stop
has
it, Sorayu.
no hope of understanding.
Not like you got it either.
So you mean we can transform the Blastia core into spirits, right?
That's what I've been telling you.
I knew you could do it, Rita.
Our only problem is time.
That's a subject I don't even want to approach on the internet. It is complicated, because I imagine we're going to have that same conversation once virtual reality becomes a little more real and people can start having like virtual sex. We can already do that. There's already like sex suits for the internet, right? So someone could have like a child avatar having sex with people. And people were like, is this okay? I feel like it's not okay. The actual person behind the avatar is an adult, but I feel like this is not okay. I feel like it's not okay. So no. Sorayu.
We need to build the Blastia core network and prepare for the converge process simultaneously.
I don't care if she's actually 40 or 50. It's weird.
I'll handle the network. We do have some people from Ospio who can help too.
We'll need a guard too. Better keep an eye on the monsters in the Autophagos.
The Knights will take that position.
We will protect all with our life.
That scenario I just said, legit is happening. It's going to happen, period. It's going to happen. There's going to be virtual sex with avatars that are not okay. And they're going to be like, well, it's virtual. It's not real, so it's fine, right? And they'll be like... This will be the face of the internet, like... No. Technically, no. Like, that'll just be, like, it's going to happen, if it hasn't already.
The guild will back up wherever necessary.
I already know
We
there are
also
sex
have
suits.
engineers
I've
who
heard
can
of
help.
them. And they're only going to be improved because, of course, they will.
Hey, this is gonna work out.
So then, is Vesperia #1 ready for action?
This is why I have that tick. This is why I have that checkbox ticked on Twitch that says not okay for children. I do the same thing on YouTube. Not okay for children. I talk about whatever the fuck.
Not quite. I don't have everything I need to make the body yet.
I also swear liberally.
I'm working on all the necessary calculations, but we still need to find compatible parts.
Today's Saturday, right?
Then wouldn't it be better just to make a new one from scratch? There should be plenty of people and materials here.
Being unemployed kind of has me lose track of what day it is.
Hey, that's a great idea. We can start with the network construction. How's that sound?
Yeah, it could end up being faster if you can do that.
Then it's decided. We'll get everyone together so you can explain in more detail later.
Not technically for you. Oh yeah, you're East Coast, aren't you?
Everyone's pitching in to make a weapon that can defeat the Autophagos.
Shit Coast, am I right?
Just like how this town was built.
Thinking about it like that gives me a strange feeling.
We just need to get close to the Autophagos so that the power of the spirits will reach it for sure. And then activate Vesperia #1.
That means we need to get to...
the Tower of Tarkaron.
Duke's hideout.
Are we gonna fight him?
I don't know.
You wish you lived near a coast? It's pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie.
But we can't let him use Tarkaron.
I guess we can't walk around it.
Yeah.
I've lived near the coast my entire life, and it's pretty nice.
All right then.
Although
I'll
there are
start working
downsides.
on Vesperia #1's repairs.
It's always very humid, which really sucks in the summer
Great.
and the winter.
Let's aim to be ready to leave by tomorrow.
High humidity sucks. It's always very humid on a coast. I think the lowest humidity I've ever experienced is like 60%. And most of the time it's like 95% and up. Like, cool. So when it's really cold, you go outside in the winter and your clothes are wet from the cold because it's fucking humid. And so it just feels more colder than it actually is. And then in the summer, it's just muggy, and so it feels like hot, sweatier than it actually is. It's like cool thanks. Because I've experienced 40-degree heat in a dry heat. Way more tolerable than here. And I just had a 43-degree heat wave. And it sucked. I'm not clear on the exact thing I'm supposed to do next. Why were there 3 limit bottles on a bed? If I try leaving town, it'll tell me. It's like, no one's in my party. Am I supposed to sleep at the inn? Am I supposed to talk to Rita? Get rest. Usually this is the time where like everyone has like a voice conversation. But it's not happening. Why do all the beds have things in them? That's the part that makes no sense. Just go ditch your party again and fight Duke on your own, so your party can be mad at you again. I really enjoyed that little story beat. That amused the hell out of me. Repeat was like, "No, you're an idiot.
What are you doing,
I'm gonna
Patty?
go find everything where after you fall." My opinion is that Repeat somehow drugged Yuri to make him fall asleep so that everyone could go catch up.
Looking for Yuri. Have you seen him?
I think he's somewhere in town. Probably sleeping.
Yuri's just about the only one who can successfully hide from me. In any case, what are you doing, Flynn?
Patrolling. This town has no barrier, so I have to work extra hard to keep it safe. What is it?
Why are you the one patrolling? You're a commandant. Or is this part of a knight's duty?
It has nothing to do with a knight's duty or rank. A knight is... well, it's difficult to explain.
Is it?
Personally, I believe they exist solely to protect the people, but not all knights agree.
Then things haven't actually gotten any better?
No, they've improved quite a bit, though there are those who don't believe so.
Lies and rumors are insidious things. Aw, Flynn, you have far too many woes for one so young.
True. I have no want for trouble, but I am prepared to face it.
Is that right?
Ever since I learned the law is imperfect, I've looked for a definitive boundary between good and evil. Recent events have shown me that no such boundary exists. In the end, all I can do is face each trouble as it arises. Perhaps this path is full of pain, but I won't run.
Wonder if Yuri reminds Patty of Cypher? Maybe. I am of the opinion that it's just her, or it's more the game being silly. It's hard to say.
That's what I am prepared for.
Because she does have a very, like, young personality. Even though she could be, who the fuck knows how old.
Patty?
Admirable, but codswallop. Long ago, I led the pirates as I freed, but I was only their boss because they had all given me their support. And had Yuri and the others not been there when my memories returned, I'm not sure what would have happened. Without them, I wouldn't be the chipper lass I am today.
Patty.
You don't have to bear your troubles alone. You have Yuri and me. We all have troubles, so we should work together to figure them out.
Together? Yes. You're right. Thank you, Patty.
Is this it?
Sometimes I can't help feeling that you are terribly mature.
Is this the conversation that Flynn needed to finally permanently join the party for the last battle?
It's all right. You aren't the first to fall for my intoxicating charms.
If we all work through our troubles together, then someday we'll be able to make the world we dream of a reality. Everything we do, starting with taking down the Autophagos, will be worth it.
Resolving to act on a decision influences those around you, and then that decision becomes reality. That's how whole worlds are created.
Whole worlds, you say?
I'm losing out on my beauty sleep.
Like an entire second planet?
What about Yuri?
I'm young. I'm sure there'll be plenty more chances. Good night.
Good night. Don't bear your troubles alone.
So aside from more unexplained
Can't
things, there's
sleep?
one unexplained thing that I do want answers from. It had to do...
What about you?
Oh, there's more shit. It had to do with when... What's it called? Zaude was activated. We went into space. And there was like a giant crystal with like 4 little crystals floating around it. In like a square, and then it showed us a giant star in the sky, and that like activated or something, and then the Autophagos came, and I'm like, well, what the fuck was that? Was that Darius Carlon? Which has been like a common like Tales of name of a thing. It's not a whole other planet. What the fuck was that?
Oh, I was just out talking with Baul and it got late.
I was just checking on how the repairs were coming along. What?
Oh, nothing.
I hate it when you say that.
That's strange. I don't mean anything by it.
That was me. That was me.
Hey, what are you gonna do after this is over? If all goes right, all the Blastia will stop working, including Hermes Blastia.
Right.
You won't have anything to do.
I guess not.
Same was Brave Vesperia. Oh yeah, there was a story about Brave Vesperia being in the sky. What was the name of the other thing that became the moon? Am I remembering this right?
That's all I had. Baul was my only friend. Destroying Hermes Blastia was my only purpose. I mean, I had my reasons, but...
But?
Forgot that Brave Vesperia was a story of like a star in the sky.
After traveling around with you all, I guess I don't really care anymore.
This is why I need you here during my rants, because I tend to rant about things that I don't remember details of.
You're just gonna drop it like that?
And you remember details better than I do. My memory is shit. Brave Vesperia is the star attacker, illuminates the name of the planet. Yeah. I don't quite remember that specific legend. I think it's because Estelle was saying it and I kind of checked out.
What are you going to do? You lived for your Blastia research.
There's tons of stuff I could study. Besides, I realize there are things I can believe in besides Blastia. I don't have any family, so I don't... But I kind of like, you know, how we are. Hey, that's just between us. You can't tell anybody.
I won't, I promise. It's fun to have secrets with someone.
Is it, or is it stressful?
You've changed. You never would have said anything like that when we first met.
I feel like it's stressful.
All the different people, different things on this journey.
You're very thirsty today. You've already said several thirsty things.
Yeah, I do. I never dreamed I'd end up like this. I don't want to go back.
Usually you space it out.
Me neither. When everything's done, maybe I'll just travel the world with Baul.
That's nice. Hey, take Estelle too.
This is your normal?
There's still a lot in this world she should see.
You're not coming? It'll be so lonely without you.
Well, I guess I could.
Well, if we're going to do that, first we have to protect the world.
Of course. We'll show that thing.
Yes, we certainly will.
I'm still of the opinion that the Tower of Tarkaron is
the last
legit
one.
out of fucking nowhere.
Good work. Sorry for making your work right before the final battle.
Don't worry about it. I'm a member of a guild. I have to do something.
I mean, it's a JRPG, so they had to do something. But still. There was no build up to it. It just kind of, it's just like, oh, the city of Aspio is flying into the sky. Like, what?
Hey, Raven. It's nice to be able to do things for others.
Oh, such grown-up words from Master Carol.
Yeah, I never did stuff just for other people. I wanted to show others that I could do stuff. I thought that was my dream, but I guess not.
To make a guild, to make the guild big, to be a respected boss. All boys have those dreams. It's fine.
But that was all just so I would look cool. I mean, there's so much you can't do alone.
I like Carol and his motivations.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's very relatable.
I thought I had to do it alone, or I'd look bad, or it'd be worthless, or whatever. That's not helping people.
I see.
If you work together, you can do a lot more and make a lot more people happy. I realized that traveling with everyone. I like that a lot more.
Young Master Carol, you are something. So far ahead of this old man. You are cool enough, just as you are.
You're cool too, Raven. Not as cool as Yuri, but...
Oh, I'm hurt.
So what's your dream, Raven?
Me? To be stinking rich with bevies of gorgeous women all around. I'm kidding. Now, I'm finally back to just living. So I guess my dream is to be able to dream again someday.
That sounds pretty hard, but I'm sure you can do it.
Thank you. I think I'll get it.
Hey, is your heart okay?
Yeah, it's weird, but it's fine. Even if I work it hard, it just keeps going.
Yeah, it's weird that my heart's a blast. Oh, wait. Turn all the Blasty into spirits. What the fuck happens to Raven?
I guess that's the effect of the spirits.
I guess this plan isn't all bad.
I'm glad I met everyone. I mean, you too, of course.
I'm glad I met you too.
Does
Really?
he become like a demi-spirit? Because that'd be pretty cool, actually.
We're gonna win tomorrow.
In a big way. All right, we should get to bed soon. Lack of sleep is the elderly's worst enemy.
Okay, night.
Yeah, good night. Dreams are so not my style. But here I am, dreaming. What am I gonna do with myself?
He would be a good candidate for Maxwell, because he could have like a spirit heart, but still be human, and therefore he can be like Lord of Spirits in like a demi-human spirit kind of way. I like how we said that at the same time, at least on my end. Okay, I'm
It's
drinking
almost
beer
time.
and really, really need to pee. So I'll be right back.